I'm happy with that. Let's do a take, shall we? Shall we? We shall. Take. Hi everyone, my name is Vinci and welcome back to my channel. So, today we are doing something different because I guess we're rebranding. I guess that's what this is. My neighbors will not be quiet. So we're starting a new series today. It is called Come Spiral With Me, and the premise is basically I don't do things in moderation, especially when it comes to standing people, because we have no choice but to stand. Getting into a new actor, I have to watch their entire filmography, literally everything as far back as the early 2000s, sometimes even the 90s, regardless of how cringeworthy it is, regardless of how low quality any of it is, like the script, the plot, the acting. Ooh. I have seen some things in my times as a stan, and you would think I would have outgrown this, but nope, we're still here. It is 2020. And we still stan. As you have read by the title, today we are starting off this series, kicking it off with the none other than the wonderful, the fantastic, the talented, the sensual, Mr. Pedro Pascal. Pedro Pascal. Pedro? Pedro. Why does it sound weird with my accent? Today we are starting with Pedro Pascal, with none other than his most slept on role, if I do say so myself, which is kind of unbelievable because it's Game of Thrones. So I'm just going to be watching a compilation of his scenes from YouTube by an account called Damon Blackfire 2.0, and if you've looked up any like compilations for Game of Thrones, you've probably seen this guy around. So shout out to him for making the best cuts of all time. Honestly, could not have gotten into Game of Thrones without watching these compilations first. This is called The Fate of Oberyn Martell, which, as we all know, is a wonderful fate. Disclaimer, this is Game of Thrones. So if you're under 18 or even 15, there's going to be violence, there's going to be sexual themes, there's going to be coarse language, and it is quite intense, so I'd recommend that you click away. But if you're under those ages and you've already watched the entirety of Game of Thrones, who am I to tell you to stop watching and enjoy me embarrassing myself? Let's just get into it. Come spiral with me. Here we go. Just to preface, I haven't watched this back in a long time. Like, I think I've only probably watched Oberyn scenes while I was watching through the series. So this is gonna be a wild one. That's swagger though. What an entrance. King.
Come with me, lover.
Gods, look at this one.
Sirs, if you follow me, I'll arrange for a private room.
Why are you wasting a woman like this on a Dornishman? Bring him a shaved goat and a bottle of olive oil.
We love casual racism, even in fantasy.
You think your gold and your lions and your gold lions make you better than everyone. May I tell you a secret? You're not a golden lion. You're just a pink little man who's far too slow on the draw.
I love him. Oh, good lord.
Longsword is a bad option in close quarters. When I pull my
Honestly,
blade, the fell starts
Ilaria,
bleeding
girl,
quite a lot, I'm
same.
afraid. So
Me
many
too.
veins in the wrist. He'll live if you get him help straight away. So, decisions.
Why am I smiling at this? This feels like a terrible thing to be
Forgive the
smiling at.
intrusion. We heard there might.
Oh boy, there it is.
Trouble.
Blood. Woo!
Prince Oberyn, if I may, a word in private.
My nephew and niece carved them up and wrapped them in Lannister cloaks. And my sister, you know what they did to her? I'm asking you a question.
I've heard rumors.
Ooh, I'll answer it.
So have I.
I don't know what.
If the mountain killed my sister, your father gave the order. Tell your father I'm here. And tell him the Lannisters aren't the only ones who pay their debts.
Oh god, Oberyn, sweetie. He's just straight up challenging Tywin Lannister. Like, that's a move. That's a move. That's a, I don't know if that's a move or a really move, but it's a move.
I expect it is a relief, Lady Cersei. Giving up your regal responsibilities. Wearing the crown for so many years must have left your neck a bit crooked.
Oh my god, just the way that he sasses the Lannisters is the best thing in the entire world. Like, I love the Lannisters in, I want to say in moderation, but we all know that's a lie. I love the Lannisters, But every time Oberyn roasts them, love it. Art belongs in the Louvre.
Murder of women and children is considered distasteful. What a fortunate thing for you, former Queen Regent, that your daughter Myrcella has been sent to live in the latter sort of place.
See? Veiled threats. Okay, this is unusable. We're not watching any of this. It's completely unusable. This is all NS. Oh, wait. Is that? Yep, it is. There we go.
Would you like to sit?
No, thank you.
Tywin looking around the room like, there is no clean surface in here.
You arrive at the capital an expert in poisoning. Some days later, my grandson dies of poisoning.
The dots are
Why haven't you thrown me in a
connecting.
dungeon? I would like to speak with the mountain.
I'm sure he would enjoy speaking with you.
He might not enjoy it as much as he thinks he would.
That's literally the Thrones version of turn on your location, I just want to talk. I just want to talk. You know? Okay, hear me out. In another lifetime, would it not have been wonderful for Oberyn and Cersei to maybe
Writing letters.
A poem, actually.
form an alliance,
May I show you the god?
so to speak?
I couldn't very well refuse a royal
Maybe?
escort.
No, you couldn't.
Let me know down below.
Gods love their stupid jokes, don't they?
Which joke is that?
You're a Prince of Dawn, a legendary fighter, a brilliant man feared throughout Westeros. But you could not save your sister. I'm a Lannister, queen for 19 years, daughter of the most powerful man alive. But I could not save my son.
See, they're practically mirror
good is
images.
power?
Just
If you cannot protect the ones you love.
We can avenge them.
oh, is this how are we Avengers now, fam?
We don't hurt little girls in Dorne.
Everywhere in the world they hurt little girls.
Okay, I know this is a Pedro Pascal fan cam, but listen, Lena Headey, where was the Emmy? 8 seasons, and where was the Emmy? Give Lena Headey an Emmy for Game of Thrones after the fact, 2020. That's all I'm saying.
Does this mean I am a master of something now? Coins, ships...
Listen, Oberyn is the kid at the back of English class who really doesn't give a damn, but also has the, like, if the teacher called on him, he would know every single answer to every single question. He's that kid. And I love him for that. Like, you go. You go and be a smart ass. You go and look super bored throughout the entire class, but just to pull a fast one on the teacher and the entire class, because that's your right. And you know what, Oberyn? I respect you for that.
Lord Varys is right. I have been to Essos and seen the Unsullied firsthand. They are very impressive on the battlefield. Less so in the bedroom.
Okay, Oberyn. You know what? He's not just the kid in the back of the class who knows all the answers when called upon, but looks like he isn't paying attention. He's also the rich kid who's like, oh, I went to Spain in the summer and I went to visit the Amalfi Coast in Italy while my parents rented us a private yacht to sail across to Greece. I don't understand how European geography works, but he's that kid. He's that kid who has to flex and be like, yeah, I'm the younger son, I'm the favorite, and I get to go to all these places and see the entire world while my brother has to rule Dawn.
It is a big and beautiful world. Most of us live and die in the same corner where we were born and never get to see any of it. I don't want to be most of us. Most of us.
Okay, that's valid. That's very Sagittarius of you.
You
Calling it now.
are from Essos.
Oberyn Martell is a Sagittarius.
Where?
Not that anyone asked, but it's just, it's right there.
When I see what desire does to people, what it's done to this country, I am very glad to have no part in it.
Besides,
I just imagined like meme music playing over Oberyn's face there. He's like, no desire. I don't know her.
Imagined you'd be back at the brothel at this hour.
I did spend some time with an absolutely stunning blonde the other day.
Was it Cersei?
Do tell.
Was it Jamie?
Got every kind of filth down here except the kind I like.
Your sister.
Oh, it was Cersei. He was talking about Cersei. I'm a genius. Like I said, I haven't watched like Oberyn scenes over very often because I'm busy watching another character scenes over. Jaime Lannister.
We spoke a great deal about
but
your daughter.
listen, my mind.
How worried
It contains
your sister is
multitudes.
about Our father brought me and my sister Elia with him on a visit to Casterly Rock. I didn't like anything about the rock.
Straight up,
Not the
I
food,
hated it.
not the weather.
Worst
not your
experience of my
accents,
life.
Nothing. But the biggest disappointment? You.
Straight up, not even sugarcoating it. You were a disappointment.
I want to bring those who have wronged me to justice, and all those who have wronged me are right here. I will begin with Sir Gregor Clegane. I will be your champion.
Dun dun dun. It's hard to believe, like in retrospect. I mean, it's not hard to believe. It's very easy to believe that that was Pedro Pascal's first day of filming. Like, that's phenomenal. That was such a good scene. Where was the guest Emmy? Hello? Were we watching the same show? Where was it? Emmys, you be slipping. Like, all the time.
I always drink before a fight.
It could get you killed. It could get me killed.
Today is not the day I die.
Oh god. This is it. This is it. Everyone's favorite death.
You're going to fight that?
Not me.
Kill that.
Don't leave me alone in this world.
Never.
Oh god. What did I say? Showboat. The rich kid who has had all these experiences and shows off at any given chance.
You murdered her!
You killed her children.
Showboat. This reminds me of that episode of Glee where they like whipped their hair and just acted like like used that as a distraction for terrible performances. This is that, but Oberyn Martell style. He literally doesn't have a weapon in his hands. Oberyn, what are you doing? Jamie's smile, like, bro, now's not the time. Oh, he's like trying so hard not to laugh. And it's like looking at Cersei and Tywin like, ha, suck it. Tyrion's gonna live.
You haven't confessed.
Yep, that's why. That's, you smiled too soon, Jamie. You're gloating too soon.
You
there it
killed
is.
her children.
Oh god.
Elia Martell, who gave you the order? Who gave you the order?
He's really asking to be executed. Like, regardless of how this came out, son of a gun was really asking for it. He was really tempting death.
Say her name.
Oh.
Say it!
Oh, no, I can't watch this. This is... Oh. No. This is literally the most gruesome. Oh, God. Cersei in the background. Oh. Oh, that's rough. Oh, that's rough. Oh, Jamie. Oh, you golden retriever, Lannister.
First of his name, you're hereby sentenced to death.
Well, that's that. R.I.P. Oberyn Martell, but it would have been different if you just delivered the blow. But there we go. That was Pedro Pascal as the iconic Oberyn Martell. I had fun. That was a lot of fun rewatching it, revisiting it, even if it will scar me again for another, like, month or so, it's fine. And I'd just like to say, the range. Who has that range? Nobody has that range. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button, make sure to subscribe to see some more. We'll see how long this series lasts, hopefully for a while, because, I mean, if I'm gonna be enjoying content on my own, I may as well embarrass myself to show you guys as well. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed spiraling with me. I hope you come aboard and spiral some more. And toodaloo until next time.